Hello and welcome. If you've ever tried to learn English but felt stuck or lost, this episode is especially for you. Maybe you downloaded an app and used it for a few days, but then stopped. Maybe you joined a course, got excited in the beginning, but didn't finish it. Maybe you watched English videos and podcasts, but still felt like you weren't improving fast enough. It's not your fault. Learning a new language, especially English, can feel like a long, confusing journey. There are so many methods, so many teachers, so many apps and videos. It's easy to feel overwhelmed. It's easy to lose motivation. It's easy to say, maybe English just isn't for me. But today, I want to tell you something important. Real progress is possible. You can become fluent. You can speak English clearly, confidently, and naturally, if you follow the right steps. In this episode, I'll share 5 powerful and practical steps that many successful English learners use to make real, visible progress. These steps are not magic tricks. They are not quick fixes, but they work if you apply them. So, get comfortable. Grab a notebook. And let's begin your new journey. Step 1. Set a big, scary goal. Let's begin with something powerful and personal. Your goal. Most people say, I want to improve my English. But that's too small, too general, too safe. A goal like that won't wake you up in the morning. It won't keep you going when you're tired. It won't give you energy when you're frustrated. Instead, I want you to set a big, bold, exciting goal. A goal that feels a little scary. A goal that feels almost impossible. But deep down, you really want it. Here's the difference. Exclamation, I want to speak English. Well, I want to become an international speaker who gives presentations in English to global audiences. Exclamation, I want to understand movies. Exclamation, I want to watch English movies without subtitles and write film reviews in English every week. See the difference? Big goals are clear. They're exciting. They feel like a mission. They give your learning a purpose. Big goals push you. They stretch your mind. They make you feel alive. And yes, they're scary. You might think, that's too much for me. But that fear is a good sign. Fear means growth is coming. Fear means you're leaving your comfort zone. Here's a secret. Every great English speaker you admire once had a scary goal too. And they were also afraid in the beginning, but they took the first step, then another, and another. So today, I want you to take that first step by asking yourself this: what do I truly want to do with English? Don't think small. Think big. Dream like your future depends on it, because it does. Write it down. Make it real. Say it out loud. And don't stop there. Imagine the future version of yourself, the one who achieved that goal. Close your eyes and picture it. You walk into a room full of people from different countries. You speak confidently. You make jokes. You connect with others easily. You share your ideas, and people listen. You're not afraid anymore. How does that feel? That version of you, the fluent, fearless, international version, already exists in the future. You just have to walk toward it, one step at a time. So here's your challenge. Write your big, scary goal. Not next week, not tomorrow. Today, right now. Give it a deadline. Make it visible. Stick it on your wall, your mirror, your phone. Let it remind you every day, this is why I'm learning. This is who I'm becoming. Step 2. The power of focus season. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever felt busy, but not productive? You're doing many things. You're always active. You're watching English videos, reading articles, listening to podcasts. But deep down, you feel like you're not really improving. That's because real progress doesn't come from doing many things. It comes from doing one thing well, with deep focus. This brings us to the second powerful step. Create a focus season. What's a focus season? It's a short, special period of time, maybe 1 month, 3 months, or 6 months, where you make English your top priority. Not one of your goals, your main goal. You press pause on other things. You say no to extra hobbies, new projects, or distractions. You say yes to English every single day. It's like planting a seed and giving it full sunlight, water, and attention. In that season, the seed grows faster. It becomes stronger. And in time, it becomes a tree. That's what your English can become, but only if you give it a season of full focus. Why does a focus season work? Because your brain needs intensity to grow fast. Learning 1 hour a week is nice, but it won't give you real results. Studying every day, even for 30 minutes, with deep attention, that's powerful. When you focus on one goal, you move faster. You build momentum. You create routines. You see progress. And progress builds motivation. It's a cycle. Focus, progress, motivation, more focus. That's how transformation happens. How to start your focus season. Let's break it into simple steps. Choose the time frame. Decide how long your focus season will last. Maybe 30 days, 90 days, or 6 months. Make it clear. Write down your start and end date. Set your learning plan. How many minutes will you study each day? What time of day? What tools will you use? Be specific. Example: every morning at 7:30 a.m., I will practice speaking for 20 minutes using shadowing exercises. Choose your materials. Don't overwhelm yourself with 10 apps and 15 YouTube channels. Choose 2 or 3 high-quality resources and use them daily. Example: 1 podcast, 1 grammar book, 1 conversation partner. Track your progress. Use a notebook or app to track your daily and weekly actions. Write what you studied, how you felt, and what improved. Protect your focus. Turn off notifications. Say no to distractions. Ask your family or friends to respect your learning time. Treat it like a job, like something sacred. Review weekly. Every week, reflect. Ask, what worked well? What can I improve next week? Celebrate your small wins. Treat it like a season. Here's a helpful way to think about it. A season has a beginning and an end. A season has a purpose. It's not forever, but it's powerful. A season brings change. It transforms things. So don't worry. You don't have to stay hyper-focused forever. This isn't about being perfect every day of your life. But for this one season, choose to be extraordinary. Imagine this. What if you gave English 90 days of deep focus, and after those 90 days, you could hold a full conversation with a native speaker? What if 3 months from now, you could understand 80% of the podcast episodes you listen to? What if half a year from now, you could apply for international jobs or travel freely without language fear? That can happen if you focus. So today, choose your season, mark your start date, create your daily plan. Tell the people around you that you're entering your focus season. Say it out loud. For the next insert time, English is my #1 focus. And every time you feel tired or tempted to quit, remind yourself, this season will end, but the progress I make will last forever. Step 3. Commit yourself fully. Let's be honest. Motivation doesn't last forever. At the beginning of your English journey, everything feels exciting. You buy a new notebook. You make playlists of podcasts. You practice speaking in front of the mirror. But then, life gets busy. You get tired. You skip 1 day, then 2, then a week passes. Suddenly, English is no longer part of your daily routine. That's why this step is so important. Commit yourself fully. Commitment means you don't just hope you'll stay consistent. You design your life so success becomes almost automatic. It's not about trying harder. It's about making it harder to quit. Let me explain how. 1. Set a clear deadline. A dream without a deadline is just a wish. You need to give your brain a time limit. Something real. Something that creates urgency. Instead of saying, I want to speak English someday, say, by November 30th, I will hold a 10-minute conversation in English without using translation. Now your brain knows this is serious. Deadlines turn your goal into a mission. So today, choose your own deadline. Write it down. Put it somewhere you can see it every day. 2. Book a challenge or a test. Here's a powerful trick. Put a challenge on your calendar. It could be a speaking test, like the IELTS, TOEFL, or Duolingo English test. Or it could be something simpler, like giving a 5-minute presentation in English at work, joining an online English speaking club, recording a YouTube video in English, telling a story to a friend in English, without notes. Why does this help? Because pressure creates action. When you know you have to perform, you start preparing. You take it seriously. You show up differently. Think of it like signing up for a marathon. Suddenly, you train harder. You eat better. You stay focused. Your English journey needs that same kind of challenge. So choose one, mark it, and prepare for it. 3. Invest financially. This step scares some people, but it's incredibly powerful. When you spend money on something, your brain takes it more seriously. Free apps and videos are great, but when you invest real money in a coach, a course, a learning program, you feel a new level of commitment. It's like saying to yourself, I believe in this. I'm all in. Even a small investment makes a difference. You don't need thousands of dollars. You just need to feel it, enough to make you say, I'm not wasting this. Remember, the best investment you can ever make is in yourself. 4. Involve other people. You are more likely to show up when someone is waiting for you. That's the power of social commitment. Join a speaking group. Hire a tutor. Find a study partner. Tell your friends and family about your English goal. Post about your journey on social media. Suddenly, you're not alone. You're part of something bigger. And when other people expect you to show up, you'll find energy even on hard days. You'll stay consistent because you don't want to let them down. And more importantly, you don't want to let yourself down. Build a structure, not just a dream. Let's be clear. Success doesn't come from motivation alone. It comes from systems. Motivation goes up and down. Life is full of surprises. You can't always rely on how you feel. But when you build a structure, a system of support, you can keep moving, even when your energy is low. That's what full commitment looks like. It's not loud. It's not dramatic. It's quiet. It's strong. It's a decision you make every day. I don't feel like it today, but I'll study anyway. I'm tired, but I'll do 10 minutes. It's not perfect, but I'm showing up. That's commitment. That's power. And that's what brings real results. Step 4. Hard days are worth it. Learning English is not always easy. Some days, you wake up excited. You feel motivated. You understand new words quickly. You speak without hesitation. You enjoy the process. But other days, it feels like a battle. You're tired from work or school. Your mind is full of stress. You forget vocabulary. You stumble while speaking. You wonder if all this effort is worth it. And in those moments, many people stop. They tell themselves, I'll start again tomorrow. But tomorrow becomes next week, and then next month. Here's the truth. Hard days are the most important days. Why? Because hard days are the moments where you grow the most. When you push through tiredness, confusion, and frustration, your brain builds new connections. Your habits becomes stronger. Your confidence grows. Imagine your learning journey like training for a marathon. You don't run only on sunny days when everything feels good. You run in the rain. You run when your muscles ache. You run when it's cold or windy. Those difficult runs make you stronger. The same is true for learning English. Every time you face a challenge and don't quit, you build strength. Every time you say, "This is hard, but I will keep going," you prove to yourself that you can overcome obstacles. How to survive hard days. Accept the challenge. Remind yourself that hard days are normal. Everyone faces them. Use positive self-talk. Say, "This is where I grow," or "Hard is good." Break your study into small parts. Even 5 minutes is better than 0. Take care of your body. Drink water, stretch, rest if needed, then return to study. Celebrate small wins. Maybe you learned one new word or understood a phrase. That's progress. Remember, no storm lasts forever. The tiredness will pass. The confusion will clear. And your progress will stay. Your future self will thank you for not giving up today. Step 5. Use self-comparison. You've probably heard people say, "Don't compare yourself to others." And yes, that's true. Comparing yourself to others can sometimes make you feel discouraged or overwhelmed. But here's a powerful twist. Compare yourself only to your past self. Why? Because your biggest competition is you. It's about your own growth. Every day, every week, every month, ask yourself, am I better than I was last week? Can I understand more English now? Can I speak more clearly? Do I know more words than before? This simple habit helps you see your progress clearly. It reminds you that you're moving forward, even if the change is small. How to use self-comparison effectively. Keep a learning journal. Write down what you practiced each day. Note new words, grammar points, or expressions you learned. Record yourself speaking. Use your phone to record short speeches or conversations. Listen back weekly to hear your improvement. Track your reading and listening. Note how much you understand without translation. Celebrate when you recognize new words or phrases. Set small, weekly goals. For example, this week I want to learn 10 new words and use them in sentences. Reflect weekly. Ask yourself, what can I do now that I couldn't do last week? What is easier today than before? How do I feel about my English skills? These small reflections build your confidence and keep your motivation alive. Remember, real motivation comes from results, not from wishes or hopes. Each small win is a step toward mastery. Celebrate your progress. Believe in your journey and keep moving forward. Final thoughts. Take action now. You've heard the 5 powerful steps. Set a big, scary goal. Create a focus season. Commit yourself fully. Embrace hard days. Compare yourself only to your past self. These aren't just ideas. They're a proven plan. If you use them, you will make real progress in English. But the key is action. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start today. Write your goal. Plan your focus season. Make your commitment. Push through the hard days. Track your progress. And celebrate every win. Your English journey starts with one step. Take that step now. Thank you for listening. See you in the next episode.